Before Hillary Clinton makes her way to Grand Rapids, her husband, President Bill Clinton, campaigned in Lansing. 24-hour News 8's Ken Colker continues our team coverage from our state's capital city.
The cheerleader-in-chief was here Tuesday in front of a packed Union Hall, urging supporters to turn out to vote for his wife on Tuesday.
It's close to the election, and I believe Hillary will carry Michigan if we turn out. And in a normal election, it wouldn't be close.
A Detroit Free Press poll on Friday showed Clinton at 42% and Donald Trump at 38%, a statistical dead heat.
So we all know what's going on. There's a lot of road rage out there.
Part of that rage, he says, is because the incomes of many aren't keeping up with inflation.
That's really what the election's about. And it ought to make you mad that you didn't get to hear much about it. And there's a reason you didn't. Because all that Make America Great Again crowd had to keep you torn up and upset.
He says Trump has clouded the campaign to keep the focus off of his wife's plans for the economy, to fix Obamacare, to help small businesses.
What about economics? He says we need a big double dose of trickle down. Lower taxes for millionaires, billionaires, and all corporations. She says no.
Clinton's visit is part of the last-minute push by both sides for the state of Michigan, which hasn't sided with a Republican presidential candidate since 1988. Does that show that they have some concern?
Well, I think what they're doing is just working hard and making sure they don't take anyone for granted. So it's not about panic, but it is about respect. It is about asking for the votes of people in Michigan.
Alan Clark of Kentwood worked for Bill Clinton's campaign in 1992. Today, he was in the crowd for Hillary.
Then I was much younger, and now I have a family and children, and the country's, what's going on is more important now. It's not just about me. It's also affecting my children. So I have a lot more vested in this election.
Of course, the union vote is especially critical in this election, and we'll find out on Tuesday how that all plays out. In Lansing, Ken Colker, 24-hour News 8.
Ken, thanks. The top candidates themselves will spend a big part of their final day before the vote right here in West Michigan. Hillary Clinton is scheduled to be at Grand Valley State University. That's tomorrow afternoon. Her event is in Allendale. It's scheduled to begin at 4 o'clock. Doors are set to open at 2. Donald Trump will also be in Grand Rapids tomorrow. His event is set for 11 o'clock p.m. tomorrow night at the DeVos Place. Governor Mike Pence will join him as well. Doors open for that event at 8 o'clock. Their surrogates are also making Michigan a top priority. Governor Pence will be in Traverse City tomorrow before he makes his way down to Grand Rapids. President Obama is scheduled for a rally in Ann Arbor, and Ivanka Trump is scheduled to rally in Hudsonville tomorrow morning. She'll, of course, be campaigning for Donald Trump. All of this comes as we get new polling numbers from NBC News and the Wall Street Journal. Hillary Clinton's lead is down in this latest poll. She had an 11-point lead in mid-October. Now it's only at 4 points. She sits at 44%. Trump sits at 40%. Gary Johnson still with 6 and Jill Stein with 2. However, Clinton's lead is within the 2.73 margin of error. This is the outlook in Michigan. The Real Clear Politics average of polls shows that Clinton is up by 4%. 24-hour News 8 is your home for all things Decision 2016. We'll be live all night on Tuesday, of course, for the big election. But between now and then, lots of coverage as the surrogates and the candidates themselves make visits right here in West Michigan. Be sure to stay tuned on our broadcast and at woodtv.com.